you want to use others' writings. Others' writings. What we call technically citation, quotation or reference, whatever you say. You have options. You do that. Where it comes. The knowledge is broadly divided into two groups. One is in public knowledge, another is public domain, another is private domain. What is while writing? If the knowledge is in public domain, we need not to cite from anywhere. Example citing. Suppose I write, from Delhi while coming towards Rohtak, there is you will pass through Bahadurgarh, Sampla, Baba Mastanath University, and you reach at Rohtak. This is general. Everybody knows. I need not to cite in this case. Citation is needed when the moment I say something which is rarely known to people or only known to me. Suppose in my research I say, don't mind, I am citing, Rohtak ke log kanjoos hai. The moment I say. Suppose I say, how can I say this? How can I say this? What is your proof? I can say, no knowledge is settled. I am telling you, no knowledge is settled. So in that case, I need some kind of citation, some kind of proof to say that I say Rohtak kilo kanjoos hai. I take citation of this book, that book. So in that case, of citation is needed. So plagiarism cases, I am telling you, the basic problem arises, first of all, the vocabulary. Develop some kind of vocabulary so that in write such a way, narratives, it will never match. It will never match, or very, very, very rare case it matches. Very rare case it matches. So in that case, very exhausted probably because you are running out of time. Dr. Malik asked me, you just say mote baate, then leave it to some other platform there we'll discuss, while writing. So first of all, develop your vocabulary. Plagiarism occurs because our vocabulary is so poor. We don't have words, I'm telling you, really telling you. While reading, why to read and write in your own words? We don't find vocabulary. Those who write original words, original writing, you try them, and the kind of vocabulary they know, the kind of things they write, even the grammar also is very much required. If you are not trained, you don't have a training, then probably gradually start writing, you will develop that. Then sometimes, while writing, suppose you don't cite. What are the other options? Because all the time citing is not good even. Because there is no rule, no style manual. You go to any style manual, APA style manual, MLA style manual, or any style manual you go, nowhere it is mentioned in 10 pages of article. In 10 pages of article, मैं कितने बार cite करूं या कहां cite करूं? Nowhere it is mentioned. The sole authority is the author himself or the authors themselves. So in that case, citation की बातें जब आ रही है, तो आप cite करें, cite के लिए कुछ rules है, uniform rules use करें. But unfortunate part is that in India, no university develop its own citation style, nor even even the biggest brand of India, the IIT is the University of Delhi or JNU, whatever you say. All the style manuals are by origin of American origin, be it MLA. I am not talking about science, technology, I less know about it, maybe chemistry, you may be having, in bioscience also they are having a separate citation manual. Okay. So, sometimes plagiarism अगर चोरी matching कर जाता है, so matching कर जाता, then you prove your innocence. Deliberately I don't do that. Like जैसे चोरी होती है ना, exactly ऐसा ही चोरी होती है. Similar cases. अभी क्या हुआ plagiarism को रोकने के लिए, problem क्या हुआ? 5-10 साल पहले एक रैंकिंग की यूनिवर्सिटी होती होगी, आप सुने होंगे रैंकिंग. अभी शायद मॉडर्न रैंकिंग आया, बहुत सारे IITs भी आए टाइम्स रैंकिंग में. आप सुने हैं रैंकिंग बच्चे? रैंकिंग which university is good, which one university is not good. एक बहुत सारी एजेंसीज रैंकिंग करते हैं. सो रैंकिंग में ज़्यादातर ये गुड इम्पैक्ट और गुड राइटिंग्स, गुड थीसिस इसके बारे में कहा गया. सो दैट इन इंडिया हम लोग थोड़ा से अवेयर हो गए और ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम किए और ख़ासतौर पर डॉक्टरल रिसर्च में ये सारी चीज़ें. सो प्लाजरिज्म के लिए तो मैं ये कहूँगा, स्पेशली द मास्टर स्टूडेंट्स, समथिंग you read, not only read and read many times, and you start writing your own. While writing, it is so happened. कई बार क्या होता है, सपोज मैंने 10 सेंटेंस, लाइब्रेरियन साहब नहीं है, मैं कुछ बातें, अरे बैठ गया क्या वहाँ पे? मैं सोच रहा था थोड़ा आपको टिप्स दे दूँ ताकि जो हमारे सॉफ्टवेयर है, सॉफ्टवेयर को कैसे हमने 10% वाली बातें हो रही है, सॉफ्टवेयर में क्या है, मैचिंग. इसमें दो समटाइम्स वी कॉल इट ए प्लेजरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर, बट इट इज मैचिंग सॉफ्टवेयर. और कितने व्हेनेवर यू राइट सेंटेंसेस, और ये सेंटेंसेस किसके साथ मैच कर जाता है. Although there are anomalies, there are problems with these softwares. Now UG say that it is 10%. 10% sometimes it is excluded your references, citations. Okay. Well, while writing, what precautions, what deterrents we need to, because my things are addressed to largely the social science subjects. While writing, when you read the original, any piece of writing, reading, while writing, try to avoid those words are used in that. Suppose, for me, because I am from Odisha, I never studied Hindi. Hopefully, थोड़ा मैं अच्छा से बोल देता हूँ. So, and I have a fascination for Urdu words. Whenever कोई उर्दू बोलता है, जैसे तजुर्बा, तवज्जु, मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And similarly, if you believe me, we Indians have, English is not our mother tongue. We are not native speakers. While reading a paragraph, while reading sometimes beautifully in original writings, the words are written so beautifully, we are fascinated by those words sometimes. और obviously, अरे एक ही शब्द तो ले ले, मन ही मन में we ask ourselves, एक शब्द तो ले ले, हाँ या नहीं. फिर बाद में मन करता है क्या करूं, दूसरा शब्द भी अच्छा लग रहा है. Really, it happens practically. दूसरा शब्द भी ले लूं, शब्द तो ले लिए बट जोड़े कैसे. That is called semantics in English. How to get meaning out of those words. When you frame, कुछ ग्रामर यूज करते हैं, then प्रॉब्लम आते हैं. Sometimes it matches with. और मेरे ख्याल से जो अभी the problem we are facing with software, especially Turnitin software, is one of the finest in the world. We are having that. उसमें कई anomalies है. Sometimes, like it doesn't even recognize. If it is cited also, sometimes it doesn't recognize properly. And say in MLS standard also there was a kind of observation put before the librarians are like in MLA. Are you from anybody from English literature? Only 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. So there we employ the MLA style manual. MLA style manual says, while citing, if your cited material runs more than 4 sentences, it has to be indented. If it is indented, and we cannot put the double inverted comma. And the moment you don't put, and the software, Turnitin software says, it is plagiarized. So issues have come, we have discussed, but probably, maybe if it comes, then we may write to the Turnitin people, then you do some kind of justice to that. So many anomalies there. In India, another case, in Indian universities also, because our good university, we are having good software so that our research products are qualitative in nature. But in other universities, they don't employ these Turnitin softwares. So private universities, in many government universities also. So they try to implement other softwares. I won't tell the name, probably, maybe Orkund is one, Orkund. It's so often the same text. If you pass through the Turnitin software, it says it is 25% or 30%. The same text, if you pass through similarity check through Orkund, it says only 2%. It is true. It is true. How does it happen? You know, see, the mechanism is this. Turnitin software is very costly, and they pay to these big databases. What you say, Taylor and Francis and Springer Nature and many more databases, so that they can intrude. वो उनके अंदर घुसपैठ करके ये बता सकता है जो कहाँ का प्लेजराइज किए. जो फ्री सॉफ्टवेयर से तो वो उनके पास they don't have license or they don't have agreement. Only they can search the free whatever available in the Google search engine. So that is the problem. कई बार students आते हैं, they put नो मेरे एक दोस्त वहाँ सागर यूनिवर्सिटी में काम कर रहा है, वो तो मेरे से भी ज़्यादा चोरी नकल किया है, उसका PhD थीसिस पास हो गया. But here we so good thing is always good. We are having the best of softwares for that. So students rather don't go to that software aspect. So if you want to do PhD or doing PhD, then the only thing is that it's a language problem. It has a language problem, then you start writing, maybe slowly, maybe in a month or 2-3 chapters, or 2-3 pages, maybe gradually within 2-3 years you will be able to complete your PhD thesis. So it begins with the language and it ends with the language. It's a language problem. Secondly, idea is sometimes even plagiarized. This is content, idea and expression. There are two things, idea and expression. Expression is the language part. Idea is what I told you. Idea is that, like I cited Ramayan's Kahani. Maybe suppose Soni Mayur, someone has written, or the story. So if I adapt those, by changing the character's name only in my Odia mother tongue, and I publish it, it is plagiarized, the idea is plagiarized. Anyway, idea plagiarism is very, very big thing. Maybe in higher level you may need this, but at the moment, at the initial level, the language problem you need to handle. The problem with us, especially those are studying, we are students from the rural background, the catchment belt of these Kalanur, Jajjar and nearby districts. So there we need to, only one aspect is needed. There is no other substitute for that. That is writing. And probably, so I was also adjusted. If you have little bit, so questions to ask, we can, because I was instructed not to lengthen it because to cut short the time. I expect at least 2-3 things from our students because I am the home speaker. I expect. Okay. Yes, please. Hanji.
Organization of this event. I also extend my thanks to them too. I will start with a saying which was said by C.S. Lewis. Should we go back to the basics, as in the morning Dr. Singh said, how the girls were elaborated? No, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and can change the ending. Thank you. Thank you all.